say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation.
So we are back at the rest of the Rockies friendship mode here in MLB The Show 17. So today, you have a huge matchup of the St. Louis Cardinals heading to Coors Field. They face off against the 21-30 Colorado Rockies. That's right, 21-30. I thought we'd be a lot worse than that, but I guess not. As their team so has stepped up through the injuries, thick and thin. Trevor Story are one of our best players on the team at shortstop, plus David Dahl in left field. So David Dahl and Story, they're out for extended periods of time. I do have Tyler Anderson coming to play to us for today. He's got a 4.62 ERA in the season, 1-4 record, 10 starts. This man isn't looking that great going into this start, but maybe he can redeem himself in this game. Whereas we're facing off against the Cardinals lineup that's looking pretty good, though. We have Dexter Fowler there, batting 250. As we do have Diaz leading off the Cardinals today for this game, as he's got 5 runs, 11 RBI on the season. Not too bad of a season, but look at Anderson's overall stats. It's way too slow, but I guess it works, as the first strike of the day is against Diaz to lead off the game. So already one strike good for Anderson in the game. Is Dexter Fowler coming to the plate today? Should have been a Blue Jay, but he swings and misses on the changeup out way of the zone. If the second strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts by Anderson to start off this game. So looking pretty good for us so far. 2 strikeouts, 2 outs. As next up, swings and misses again. The 4-seamer goes right past the Matt Carpenter. Sit down. 3 strikeouts in a row to get off this game for the Rockies on defense. So alright, great overall start for the game as Lance Lynn comes to play today, or the mound, to go and start for the Cardinals as a 4.47 ERA. I guess Anderson and Lynn both have similar ERAs, so it'd be pretty similar matchup today when it comes to pitching. Whereas our lineup, we do have Shirley Blackmon leading us off at 210 overall average. Not good for him, as DJ LeMahieu 234, Nolan Arenado 246, we have Cargo batting 294, and we do have our man, at first base, Ian Desmond is playing very well. But Charlie Blackmon hits it right in left field for a base hit. The left fielder bobbles that one too. And now it's going to be easy double there for our man, Charlie Blackmon, lead off the game for the Rockies on offense. So, alright, Blackmon a double in this game. Upset batting average from 210 to probably like 236, something like that. But, alright, now we do have a grinder right to the third baseman, but way too late on that one, as he actually make it on base there. So Arenado gets on base there for the first time today, and then for the first time in a long time, because we can't hit with him in the gameplays. But here's Ian Desmond, swing and miss on that one. That's the strikeout to go in and off thing right there for the Rockies. So leave a man on first and second, but here is the Cardinals coming to the plate today, as hit right in right field for a base hit to go and start off this inning for them on offense. So no hitter today for Anderson, sadly, but it's just gonna have to be the way it is. But 2 outs here, 1 man up first. But here's Peralta looking at strike 3 called, and ends it off thing right there for the Rockies on defense once again. So already a few strikeouts for Anderson on the day so far. I believe it's like 4 already for him. But here is another strikeout for Lance Lynn on the day, as our catcher Garneau sits down. But here's 2 outs here with our shortstop coming to the plate here, but he swings and misses on that one, and ends off thing right there for the Rockies once again. So you cannot hit right here. We have 2 hits, they have 1, hitting into the top of the third, 0 outs, as yet another strikeout on the day. I believe that brings to a grand total of 5 strikeouts through 3 so far. But 2 outs here, they hit right into center field for a base hit on this inning. So now they have a runner on here with 2 outs here in this inning. They get a lot of hits on 2 outs, so that's the one thing about the Cardinals. They're really resilient, but the grind right to Arenado, easy play. Guns at first, gets the out, and ends off thing right there for the Rockies on defense yet again. So we're holding off the runners here. 2 hits for them, 2 hits for us. Bottom of the 3rd inning here, 2-0 outs for the Rockies, but a swing and miss there by Anderson at the plate. One pitcher strikes out to another, the first out of the thing right there. So do DJ coming to play here today for the Rockies. 2 outs, nobody on, but DJ hits it right to the second baseman. Easy play to first, gets the out, and ends off yet another inning right there for the Rockies on offense. So we cannot get anything going ever since the first inning, but top of the 4th here, nobody out, as yet another strikeout here by Anderson lead off this inning. That's Carpenter sitting down once again off a strikeout. So 1 out here, nobody on. Guess what? Yet another strikeout here for Anderson, back-to-back in this inning, as he sits down yet another Cardinal in this inning by that changeup. The changeup just filthy from Anderson today, but guess what? Next minute hits in high in the air into shot left center territory, and we have 2 runners going at it. We do have the rookie himself, I believe that is Jordan Patterson, going for that one, but Charlie Blackmon gets the catch, and it's off thing right there for the Rockies on defense. So Patterson and Blackmon, a little bit confusion there, but Blackmon gets the catch nonetheless. But here is Arenado hitting it right in left center field for a base hit and more. It goes right over the shortstop's glove, and that one, easy money for Arenado, a double to go in and start off this inning right there for the Rockies. So Arenado, overall solid day, a single and a double here, as now he's finally starting to basically find his own element here in this game. So Arenado, last game I played with him, he was terrible. This time he's playing very well for us, but here's Gonzalez going all over that changeup, strikes out there. Now we have runner on second base here with 1 out, but here is Ian Desmond, hits it right in right field for a base hit there, and Arenado's rounding third base. he's gonna score, make this one a 1-0 lead for the Rockies here in this inning. So an RBI single there for Ian Desmond, one of the best hitters in baseball right now, as Desmond continues his strong season with the Rockies, and he's looking like a pretty prized free agent there from last season. So Ian Desmond, great so far, but runner first here, 1 out, and here's Patterson getting base hit right there in the left center field, and now we have runners on second first here with only 1 out. But get next man up, looks, and he gets walked. There's Garneau, gets walked. He's patient at the plate. Now his base is loaded here with only 1 out here in this inning. Guess what? I do have a shortstop, Alexio Emerysta, come to play here today. He's a replacement for Trevor Story in for his injury, but Emerysta looking exactly like Trevor Story. It's a right field for a base hit and more. 1 run scores easily, makes it 2-0. Another run scores, that makes it 3-0. Garneau rounding third base. He's heading home. Garneau way too slow. That's a note at home plate, but nonetheless, an 2 RBI double there for our man Alexi Amarista there on that hit. So huge hit for us, 3-0 game for the Rockies in this one, as now we do have a runner on second base here too. It's but hit it right at the third baseman for now to end off the inning right there for the Cardinals on defense. So huge game for us, or inning for us. 3 runs in that single inning, and now we're up 3-0 in this game. But guess what? Another strikeout here by Anderson in this inning, as he's killing it so far. 1 out here, need to ground out right to Amarista. Amarista on the run, makes the play to first, so close there at first, but we get the out nonetheless. 2 outs in this inning right there for the Rockies. So Amarista, solid defense, great hitting. So far, he's looking like a great replacement here for Trevor Story in his absence. But Arenado on the run there, makes the play, gets the out, ends off, and right there for the Rockies on defense yet again. So our defense looking pretty strong so far. It's heading to the bottom of the 5th inning here, 0 outs, as we hit it right in the left field for a base hit that drops right in front of the left fielder. And now we have a runner on yet again with Blackman on first. So Blackman hitting up that overall hits total for the team, as he's slowly climbing that one, slowly but surely. But he have our man DJ LeMahieu coming on here, over 2 in the day so far. Let's see what he can do. But DJ hits it right to the shortstop, right to the second baseman, back to the first baseman, out 2 times, double play right there to go get it 2 outs here in this inning. So now we have our man Nolan Arenado on, but it goes right past the shortstop there on the diving shortstop for a base hit yet again. So Arenado runner first here 2 outs, but it looks like Cargo swinging and missing on that one, ends off the game right there for the Rockies. So we do have Colton Wong coming in to go and pinch it for the Cardinals, trying to go make something happen here, mix up a bit to go and try and make a comeback here in this game. But Kwong, this is time here in the left center field shallow territory, as Patterson making the catch to go and get the first out of the inning. So Patterson looking pretty solid so far as a rookie. I believe he's up there for NL Rookie of the Year so far in this season, so hopefully he keeps it up. But look, a hit right in the left field. That's going to be a single converted right to a double there by the Cardinals. So as runners on second base here, I believe 1 here in this inning for the Cardinals, but it doesn't high in the air, deep to right field. That one's carrying him, that one's back. That's warning track. That's going to bop right off the wall for a single and more, as that's a double and an RBI double right there for the Cardinals. So that makes it a 3-1 game here, a 2-run lead for the Rockies right now, as Dexter Fowler almost going deep on that hit, as that was very close to being a home run though. Thank God it wasn't a home run. But now we have runner at third base here, 2 outs, as they grind it right to Amarista. Amarista, a crazy play at shortstop, throws it first, gets the out, and ends off the right there for the Rockies. So close to allowing a run, but Amarista, great defense, makes the play, and now it's only still a 3-1 game here, heading to the bottom of the 6th. So Amarista saving our butts all day long. This man looking like a player of the game so far for the Rockies. But take a look at this hit though in the player camera. Just crazy overall movement from Amarista. Got the rainbow toss right there to first. I didn't think he'd actually be able to do it, but hitting to the bottom of the 6th inning here for the Rockies. Trevor Rosenthal comes up for the Cardinals, the first relief pitcher of the day for the Cardinals. But a 5.6 ERA. He's looking pretty solid here, but Ian Desmond swings and misses on that one. The first strikeout of the inning right there for the Rockies. But next man up, 1-0 here, and swing and miss right there on that circle changeup. That one's down and away. Pretty tricky to go and hit, but a strikeout nonetheless. Back-to-back strikeouts by the Cardinals. But next man up, swings and misses yet again. That's Garneau sitting down. So Rosenthal playing solid right there. 3 strikeouts in a row. Did not forget the inning right there for the Cardinals on defense. But here is the Rockies on defense yet again, as they hit right in right center field for a base and more. Blackman's pretty unaware of that one, but he gets the ball, and that's going to be a double for the Cardinals to lead off this inning. So not good for us, as we got to go to hold this lead here, as there's a run on second base here, 2 outs, but they hit it right down the left field line for a base hit and more. Now they're rounding third. They're heading home. Can we go and get him out at home? we can't. That's going to make it a 3-2 game here in this inning. So only 1-run game for us right now at this point, as Matt Adams comes to go and pinch hit for the Cardinals. Looks like a power hitter, but he swings and misses now in the 14th inning. We're out of the zone. Sitting to the bottom of the 7th inning for the Rockies, as Kevin comes out to go and pitch for the Cardinals in this game, as we got to do something if you want to go and try to hold this lead. But Amarista swings and misses on that one, way out of the zone for Shaka. Next man up gets fooled on the changeup. That's Charlie Blackmon sitting down. It ends off thing right there for the Rockies. So heading to the top of the 8th, we have Mike Dunn coming to go and close out this one, trying to go and hold off this lead and hold off this the Cardinals surging offense and try and make this lead still 1 run. But first man up, it's a ball right to Mike Dunn. Dunn makes the easy play, gets the first out of the inning. So 1 run here in the 8th, as Dexter Fowler 1 for 3 in the day so far. He's coming to the plate. Guess what? High and deep to left field, way back, and that one is long gone. Home run. Dexter Fowler makes this one a 3-3 game, all tie up a 3 pace here in the 8th. So it's not how we wanted to be, but I guess, well, to try and come back here in the 9th, as Dexter Fowler goes way deep on that one. He's a switch hitter, and that's the 3rd home run of the season right there. 452 footer straight to left field. And that one now a tie ball game at 3 apiece. So it's not looking good for us, as now we're heading to the bottom of the 8th with Jonathan Broxton coming to go pitch for the Rockies and for the Cardinals in this one. 2.45 ERA. Not really looking for too good for us, but we do have Cargo. It's a right to the shortstop, easy, or the third baseman, easy play there at first, gets the out. And that's going to go and end off the inning there for the Rockies. So a 1-2-3 inning in the 8th there once again, as we're heading to the top of the 9th. We have Tyler Chatwood coming to go and pitch for the Rockies. A 2.88 ERA on the season. Hopefully should sound these Cardinals, as we need to go and get a stop here and try and head to the bottom of the 9th with a tie ball game. But this one high in the air, deep to right field, is going to be off the wall here. So off the wall in right field, Cargo throwing to the cutoff man to third base, an accurate throw, and we're going to get the runner at third base trying to hit for a triple. So the runner got greedy, tried hitting the third base, and we catch him with that error right there. So, and great play there by Cargo though, getting the cutoff man and getting the Nolan Arenado to get the tag at third base. So way too greedy. Now 2 outs here, nobody on, as gonna go and walk the very next batter there. So that's not good for us. There's a runner on first base here, 2 outs. So we do get your Melita coming to go hit for the Cardinals here. 1-3 so far on the day, but this time it's a right to Arenado here. Easy play at third. He just throws the first, gets the out, and ends off the top of the 9th inning right there without allowing a run. So tie ball game, 3 apiece, heading to the bottom of the 9th. Is Garcia going to go and play third base for the Cardinals in this game? So we do have our man Ian Desmond leading us off here in the 9th, and this time it's a right field for a base hit. So we finally get a base hit here in the 9th. It's from Ian Desmond, one of the most clutch players on this team. But Ian, he's in this second base to go and steal second. Easily, he does it, and now we have a runner in scoring position here with 0 outs. We have time to go and walk off this game. So Ian Desmond, clutch steal right there. We need that. The next man up is going to be, I believe, as Jordan Patterson, but Patterson gets hit by a pitch. So now we have runners on second to first here with 0 outs in this inning, as now it's double play territory. Hopefully we can go and hold off this double play here, because that can kill us easily, as I believe we do have Justin Garneau, but Garneau gets a wild pitch there, and that's going to be an easy walk there for Garneau on that one. Now we have bases loaded here, 0 outs in this inning. All we need is a fly ball, a deep fly ball for a sac fly. So it's time, bases loaded here for the Rockies on offense. We gotta do something here, otherwise it's gonna be one of the worst offenses in history, as Brett Cecil can go and pitch for the Cardinals in this game. Brett Cecil, a 5.06 ERA, not looking good so far for the Cardinals in his first season as a Cardinal. But Mark Reynolds gonna go pitch it for the pitcher here off the bench with, I believe, 1 here in this inning, as bases loaded. Mark gets it right to left field, and this time I believe I know what time it is. It's walk-off time for the Rockies. So an RBI single there for Mark Reynolds, and this one in walk-off fashion for the Rockies, as we edge the Cardinals 4-3 in this game in the bottom of the 9th. So huge play there by Mark Reynolds. Top play of the game right there for me so far, as that was a great overall game, full of action, full of just tense moments here, as the Dexter Fowler home run, easily I thought for sure we'd go and lose it right after that one. They had all the momentum in the world, but Mark Reynolds just goes ends off the game there, bases loaded. You gotta do something here. If you wouldn't have gotten an overall hit there, it'd be pretty weak for us as an offense. But we overall win this game here 4-3, as Mark Reynolds gets that walk-off single for the Rockies. But Nolan Arenado 4-3 in the day so far. He's our player of the game, as he played very well for us, allowed us to get that W in this game. So 10 hits for us, 8 it's for them. And I guess on this stuff right here, make sure to subscribe for Rockies French to vote. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.